Hey guys, PrinceofMacedon here. I'll be doing a commentary video for Total War Rome 2. I am a spectator in this battle. I'm not actually playing it. I'm watching two players duke it out. And this is just a regular custom multiplayer battle, so it's not being ranked or anything. Anyways, in command of Parthia is Leonidas of Sparta, and in command of Sparta is Cerebrus. Those are their names, and we will watch how they fight this battle out. And I'm going to skip the little scene where you see the Parthian player deploying his troops. I don't think you need to see that. It's pretty straightforward. And once again, I am just spectating this, and that's a really nifty feature in this game. You can spectate, just like in Empire and Napoleon and Shogun. So yeah, Leonidas of Sparta has a spam of armored horse archers. And you can see Cerebrus' army is more balanced. There's an overhead tactical look. Leonidas put his guys in a straight line, which is good, so he can surround and outflank the Spartan body, which is more compact. So we'll take a close-up of the army of Cerebrus here. So his front ranks, he has some helot javelin men for his skirmish body. Then in the back here, he has some perioikoi pikemen. Got some royal Spartans there. Some more helots. He's got some citizen cav. He only has 2 squadrons of them. So you can already see that the Parthians do have an edge in the missile department. And a close-up of Leonidas' army. A lot of armored horse archers. So basically, cataphracts with bows. Pretty nifty. So you can see what this guy's going to do. He's going to wrap around the Spartan body, which is a lot smaller and more compact. This guy has a very long width to his formation, so he could envelop the Spartan army easier and shower it with arrows. So this guy, Cerebrus, is launching his perioikoi pikemen forward. And the Parthians are going to do what Parthians do. They're going to take some shots and run away. So I think that first volley round is going to be ineffective. But this guy is slowly wrapping his troops around the Spartan body. So here comes the citizen cav going for a glory charge on these horse archers. But they are getting shot to pieces as they get closer to these heavily armored horse archers here. And I think even if they did catch them, they would have a hard time getting through that thick armor of these heavy horse archers. Bam. Yeah, I believe they classify the citizen cav here as melee cav, I believe. And look at these helots here. They are very much outmatched. I think if the Parthian player wanted to, he could have just charged them down. But there are some more melee infantry units nearby, so maybe he was afraid to. These citizen cav did catch up to these armored horses here. And yeah, I think he might have turned off his skirmish mode or forgot to enable it, because his guys are getting hit by the enemy dudes. I think if they were in skirmish mode, they could have got away easier. So these guys went for a rear charge on these those helots there, and of course they don't really have the stats to protect themselves in a stand-up fight against almost any unit heavily armored. There comes the what are those? Royal pikes? I mean the Royal Spartans, I believe. And these guys are trying in vain to catch these horse archers, but you know, if the horse archers are determined to stay away, then they can stay away. It's always good to apply some kind of pressure, though. Otherwise, the enemy is just going to dictate everything to you. And look at the overhead. The Spartans are all over the place, and that's going to suit the Parthians more, because the Parthian army is a lot more flexible and a lot quicker, so they don't really need battle lines per se. or cohesion. I think the Spartan army in this kind of battle would thrive on cohesion. But when you separate your troops like this, it's gonna be a mess. Yeah, the Parthian army is definitely a lot more fluid in this situation here. Yeah. So yeah, he's still trying in vain to catch these armored horse archers. Maybe if he catches one of them, he can draw them all in, maybe? Not sure, but he's gonna try his best. Very determined. And so, you see how some of those horse archers ran into those Spartan units there? That was most likely incidental. Fire! Another overhead. Yeah, Spartans they're complete chaos right now. Even if he wanted to reform his army into a more cohesive formation, I think it's just too late at this point. Like, each little isolated Spartan unit is going to be surrounded by Parthians. Some more citizen cav. That's a more healthy body. There's well, not now. There's 52 horses in that unit, down from 60. So what is he doing? He's basically just trying to find any kind of target he can. It's kind of like grasping for water here. It's just going to slip out of your hands, unless the opponent makes some kind of micro mistake. In the historical battle of Carrhae, the Parthian army would have had a contingent of cataphracts. I believe they had like 1,000 cataphracts and like 9,000 or 10,000 horse archers at Carrhae. But that was the army of Serena. There wasn't like each commander was responsible for their own armies. Serena's army happened to have no infantry, and that was not really your typical Parthian army. Your typical Parthian army would have, you know, some kind of foot soldiers, like light horse or light infantry who could carry missiles. But Serena studied the Roman army, and he concluded that the infantry probably would have slowed him down, so he just got rid of that element altogether and just focused on everything being mounted, so he can get away from the Romans quickly, not get suckered into the kind of fight the Romans would favor. So this unit here gets slaughtered from all sides. There's really no defense against horse archers who are shooting from multiple angles. From here, it's a little bit better. I mean, it's really not good either way, but to be getting shot in one direction is a lot better than being shot from every direction. But you can see clearly the Spartan army is not in a pretty situation. There's really no way they can get out of this predicament here. So the Parthian units giving it to these Spartan units here. Mano y mano. But yeah, some of my viewers wanted to see Parthia in action, like a lot more close-ups. Like, I fought against them before in my videos, but I didn't really show too many close-ups of them per se. So this will be my chance to show Parthia. Yeah, I know one of my viewers, Prince of Parthia, definitely wanted to see these guys in action. And yeah, since I was already here, then why not? That's a beautiful split there. See how the cap is split apart? Well, they were kind of splitting apart, kind of like the Red Sea. Getting dropped. I mean, they carry these big shields and a lot of armor, but oh look, that's one of them tried to pause it. But with this many archers surrounding you, there's really no defense against that. This guy went into the square formation, kind of like the British square in Empire Napoleon. Gives you all around defense. And look at that, they're just completely boxed off themselves. And there's like 2 Spartan units outside of the box, but you can tell that they're next once these horse archers deal with this Spartan unit here. And actually, it didn't seem like those units in the square were taking many casualties. But these guys are just kind of sitting out there, saying prayers to their comrades getting shut up like this. Probably also thanking the gods that they weren't involved in this little square action here. So this guy gets out of his square. Maybe he thinks the horse archers are out of ammunition, I don't know. But he breaks out, and now he's going to get charged from all sides. And there's so many horses there, you can barely see any Spartan units. He's like really focused. And by the way, I just want to keep stressing the fact that I will be upgrading my computer in a few weeks. I can't really do siege battles on this kind of computer right now. It lags. I mean, I tried the Siege of Carthage, and it has lagged way too much. I couldn't even get past the first 2 minutes of it. It was just lagging too much. So I want to get a new hardware before I start showing that kind of stuff. And of course, I'll be doing historical battles as well. Anyways, those are the results. Leonidas wins. His horse archers dominated that match. But good game to both players. I hope they enjoyed being in a commentary video.